What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Monday, December 27th edition of FanDuel Tournament Plays presented by No House Advantage. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoneyDFS. And as a reminder, all new users to No House Advantage receive a $25 deposit bonus using the code Awesemo. Today, we're going to take a look at 5 of the best tournament options on FanDuel. Some of these players will change throughout the day. Ownership projections are going to change. Player projections are going to change with late-breaking NBA news. But taking an early look at 5 of the top tournament options, 5 of the best under-owned players on FanDuel. Coming in at number 5, Al Horford, only projected for about 10% ownership with power forward and center eligibility. He's $7,000, has a 28% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Horford's missed the last couple of games for the Celtics, but assuming that he won't be limited in his return, there's plenty of production available with Jason Tatum sidelined for Boston. It's likely that you see Horford pick up some of the scoring workload, and as someone that can rebound, someone that can pick up assists, Horford could certainly just step into a bigger role than normal with Tatum out. Number 4, Skylar Mays, projected for 11% ownership with a 30% chance of being in the optimal lineup. He costs $4,300. He's a shooting guard. Atlanta is extremely shorthanded tonight. They have no active point guards. They have no active power forwards, but they still have enough bodies available that they are likely to play. Mays is going, or most likely going, to step into a lot of playing time here and potentially pick up some additional ball handling responsibilities that he normally doesn't see. Since last season, without Trae Young or John Collins on the floor, Mays has averaged close to a fantasy point per minute, and he's still inexpensive and likely to play a bunch of minutes tonight. Number 3, LaMelo Ball, 27% projected ownership, 35% chance of being in the optimal lineup. He is a $9,400 point guard on FanDuel. The Charlotte Hornets are missing a couple of players tonight. They're not as shorthanded as many other teams, but they are without Miles Bridges. They are without PJ Washington. These are both main rotation players for Charlotte. And while neither of them are likely to lead to significantly increased production or even necessarily playing time for Ball, you can still expect that you're going to get, at least 34 to 36 minutes from Ball in a great matchup against Houston. These are 2 of the fastest teams in the league, and Houston is pretty bad defensively as well. This game has about a 236 total at the moment. Ball is projected to go a bit under-owned, and with all the value on this slate, the raw points that Ball offers are pretty important. You're going to be able to find very, very good value plays at other positions, and that's going to allow you to just fit the top raw scorers into your lineup, and Ball certainly meets that criteria. Number 2, Jaylen Brunson, 42% chance of being in the optimal lineup, only projected for about 23% ownership. He has point guard and shooting guard eligibility. He's $7,600. Favorable matchup against the Portland Trailblazers. Luka Doncic is still sidelined for Dallas. We have Kristaps Porzingis back, but Brunson has averaged a little over a fantasy point per minute without Doncic on the floor, regardless of Kristaps Porzingis' status. You're likely to get mid-30s in minutes from Brunson. He's reasonably priced and just going a bit under-owned for the ceiling that he offers. And the number 1 tournament option on FanDuel, Jalen Brown, projected for a healthy 35% ownership, but also with a 43% chance of being in the optimal lineup. He offers small forward and shooting guard eligibility, so you can roster him in 4 different spots in your lineup. He's only $8,000. He played 37 minutes last game for Boston. There's no reason to be concerned about his playing time. And now he's going to be playing without not only Jason Tatum, but also without Dennis Schroeder. So you're losing the highest usage guy on the team in Tatum. You're losing someone that would likely step into the starting lineup and have a pretty high usage rate in Schroeder. The offense should absolutely run through Jaylen Brown here. It's not a bad matchup at all, as the Celtics take on essentially the Minnesota Timberwolves' second and third units, as the Timberwolves are missing most of their starters. So it sets up as a very good spot for Brown at a reduced price tag. So to recap, the top 5 tournament options on FanDuel: number 5, Al Horford. Number 4, Skylar Mays. Number 3, LaMelo Ball. Number 2, Jaylen Brunson. And number 1, Jaylen Brown.